Hi folks, Slick Slices here. Now, I started my fixed blade series with this knife here recently. Now, this may not be the next video that you're seeing. I may have, hopefully I'll mix them up a little bit, but this is the next knife in the, I'm going to look at the next knife in the fixed blade series. And it's related to this in a way, in that it has some similarities, but it's this knife here. Let's put that way. Now this comes in a horrendous sheath. I mean, it really isn't very nice. I mean, it's quite well made. It's tough, it's solid, and it would work. But it's far too tough and solid and overbuilt for the knife that's inside it. I'll pull out, hopefully without cutting myself. So, this is it. We'll just put that aside. I've done something about that. It also it had a lanyard in here, which was a series of snake knots in orange and navy blue, which I had to come off. It's beautifully polished, very, very shiny. Now, I know relatively little about this knife. It was bought by Heine Haynes at Blade Show in 2018, I believe. They told me that from the code that was on it. But what they could tell me about it is that it's a custom knife. It was bought at Blade Show in 2018 in America. It is made by Sin Knives, but I know nothing about Sin Knives. I'm told it was made in Japan, and it's made of VG10 steel, and that's consistent. VG10 is Japanese steel, but not all VG10 knives are made in Japan. So it's, but it's consistent at least. It's a lovely, lovely piece. I'll start off in terms of size. I mean, you can see compared to my hands, it's not a huge knife. It is just shy, 7 3/4 inches long. The blade length, difficult to say entirely, but I would call it 3 3/4. You've got this long bolster, which is 1 3/8 inches long. Then you got these lovely bits of stag and I presume Japanese deer. It's different to any other deer that I've got, any other stag antler that I've got, and any of my other knives. But anyway, it's one single piece of steel, top to toe, VG10 steel, as I say. The bolster is integral, and could call it a lanyard ring, it's not really a ring, is also integral. So a single piece of steel. So I think I did best to show you all the way from one end to the other. Thickens here, actually along the spine, it's thin slightly where the stag is, but the blade into the ricasso or into the bolster is it's got distal taper, but it's here it's just the bolster and the back of the blade are the same thickness. It thins for the handle and thickens again for the ring. You've got these red liners. I don't know if they're fibre or G10 or whatever. And if I turn it over, clumsy me, on the bottom of the bolster here, it's got jimping, which does seem a little bit odd. I don't know if that's just somebody showing off that they can do jimping, because it's rounded, there's almost no gription to it, and it's probably in the wrong place. You might have wanted it, if you wanted any at all, you probably would have wanted it here. I'm not a big fan of jimping anyway. The other thing about this knife is it is a absolute fingerprint magnet. But I like Japanese knives, and that's why I bought it I also think one could wear it in lieu of a traditional ski and do, which I had before I had these ones made for my daughter's wedding. This was the one I was going to wear. The only thing is that as I'm a wheelchair user, I'm not going to wear a kilt. I'm wearing trews, which are a traditional pattern of trousers or pants if you're American, very high-waisted with a fishtail at the back, and you have pockets. So obviously you can't put your ski and do in your sock, or at least you can put it in your sock, but you wouldn't be able to reach it. So yes, I need to polish this again. It's one of those things you're constantly cleaning it. It's still beautiful. So I was going to wear this in my pocket. So instead of, I have this. Now, I don't know, I can't remember who made it, but it was something I saw on the Heine Haynes website, and I thought I'll try it out. And I'm going to use this for my Ashley Harrison ski and do as it happens. It fits in there quite nicely. And then this fits into your pocket, and I added to it this clip so that this bit can clip over if you want it to, this can clip over the outside. I put it in my left pocket, by the way, so this is in my left trousers, slides in. You can clip that over the edge of your trousers, and that keeps the knife handy, or you can push the whole thing right into your pocket. But because of the shape of this, it stays upright. It doesn't fall over and end up like this. And because it's got this broad base on it here, you're not running the risk of making a hole in the bottom of your pockets. It's a nicely made thing, actually. I wish I could remember who made it. I kept the label, but I've lost it. But that's just me. Actually, hold on a minute. This will be a rambling video if ever there was one. Here's the label. I knew I'd kept it somewhere. Sharpshooter Sheath Systems, Glacier Bay Pocket Sheath, it's called. So I don't know what you can Google of that. Sharpshooter Sheath Systems and Glacier Bay. That's all. That came with that in a plastic bag. So that's all I know of it. But it's perfect for. So my ski and do is going to be going in that. Luckily, I will not be having to do quick draws to get the thing out, but this also fits very nicely into this sheath. So again, you could wear that as a pocket carry, or you can always put it in this thing on your belt. Anyway, that's all a bit of an aside. The thing I was trying to show you was this beautiful custom knife. I've never cut anything with it. I've never sharpened it. It is purely a piece of decorative collectability as far as I'm concerned. But as I say, I was going to wear it as a ski and do, and you could with an appropriate scabbard. I don't think these ones are big enough, but something like this might work. This is a online experiment. Yeah, I mean you could make something like that. Maybe get something that comes all the way up to here, have something made, and then you could wear that as a ski and do very well. It is somewhat more modern in style. Lovely bits of Stag on it, by the way. I mean, really nice. Especially matching. You do have a show side and a back side. Although that is actually the show side with the logo on it. But to me, as a left hand. Well, I'm not really left-handed. I'm not really right-handed. My right hand, my right hand is my dominant hand, but my left hand works an awful lot better. But it's just such a nice knife. I just really like it. Which is just as well because it was not cheap. But there we go. There's my Sin knives. My Sin knives custom knife. And if you like this stuff, give it a thumbs up, please, and feel free to comment. Particularly if you know anything at all about Sin knives, I'd be really grateful to hear. And remember to subscribe and ring the bell if you want to see the rest of my fixed blade knife series. Thank you. Goodbye.